Ashley and Jason, and we are going to be doing a Q&A.
First one.
Yeah. But before we do, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to become part of the family. So with that said, let's just get into it. Okay. What is your favorite TV show?
So I'm really into TV and film, so it's really hard to say just over the years, but I'll say our favorite TV show right now today is a show called This Is Us.
That would be true.
Yeah, so mind you, it's not a comedy. It definitely is a drama, but it has Mandy Moore in it. It has Milo, who's from
Gilmore Girls,
who's also in Rocky.
That's true.
And also has Sterling K. Brown. Sterling K. Brown is in Frozen 2. He was in Black Panther. He's in Miss Maisel, another good show you guys should check out. We'll link everything below for you, but definitely check out Miss Maisel. Miss Maisel's on Amazon, and then
you can watch This Is Us on Hulu.
Yeah, This Is Us on Hulu. Check it out on Hulu.
The show is about a family, and it's geared towards the 3 children of that family, and it shows them from the moment they're born to their present to their future.
Right. So it kind of just jumps back and forth depending on the episode.
Past and present.
It talks about a lot of issues within the show. I think it's one of the more raw shows, and I just think it's great.
It's a great show. Check it out and let us know if you've actually seen it, and if you have, tell us who your favorite character is, and let us know when you do watch it. Have you ever met anyone famous?
So yeah, I met a couple different celebrities. Just because I used to live in Los Angeles, California, and just happened to be in the right area at the right time. But my favorite encounter with a celebrity was I'll never forget, on Mother's Day. This was a long time ago, but on Mother's Day, I was eating lunch, and literally the next table was Michelle Pfeiffer. And her son happened to walk over to our table, and he started talking to us. And she was so nice. She came over to us and just apologized and said she was so sorry that, her son had came by. And we're like, it's totally okay. In our minds, we're like, this is Michelle Pfeiffer, And then we're like, but we played it cool. And we're like, it's totally okay. He was definitely not bothering us. And thank you so much. She was so nice and so kind.
And you always want your celebrity encounters to be super sweet and stuff. Yeah. Because she seems like a genuine person.
And she's an amazing actress.
She's a great actress. For me, it would have to be the time that I met Marie Osmond. I was 13 years old. My grandma and my mom took me to Disneyland for my birthday. And I don't know how my grandma and my mom knew that she was going to be there, but my grandma was really into her porcelain doll collection. And we went to her meet and greet. She was signing and promoting her new doll that she just came out with. I think it was her Cinderella doll or something like that. And she saw my pin that said happy birthday, and she noticed that I had a bunch of Tinkerbell stuff on, and she goes over to her assistant and says, get her information down. And then she came back over to us and said, my assistant's going to get your information down. We're going to send you a little something for your birthday. Couple weeks later, she sent me a porcelain doll that was fairy themed, green dress and everything, and I still have it today. It's actually in Annie's room.
Yep, I've seen it.
Her name is Tabitha, and she's one of my prized possessions because I got it from the celebrity herself. Do you still have your childhood teddy bear?
So I don't have my childhood teddy bear, but I do remember I had a teddy bear. I had a pound puppy. Do you guys remember pound puppies? I had a pound puppy, and then I had a little lion, and I called him Little Fella. And I had a ton of stuffed animals as a kid. I used to line them up around my bed.
His mom has told me that he used to go around saying that they were his guys.
They were my guys. Yeah, but the thing is that really sucks is I pretty much lost touch with them before I became a teenager. They were gone. I don't know what happened to them.
For me, I actually have a couple of my stuffed animals still. I have all my Care Bear collection. My mom actually just gave it to us when we moved. And then I have my first ever teddy bear from when my uncle and my aunt came to visit me in the hospital. They went to the gift shop before they saw me, and they got me a little teddy bear that says my first teddy bear on it, and it literally still smells like baby powder, and it's something that I can give my grandchildren when that time comes. What did you want to be when you grew up?
Okay, so I wanted to be a veterinarian because I really liked animals. I grew up with 2 dogs and a cat. I also wanted to be an actor, and I'm sure that there is a lot more. I just would have to ask my parents what they remember, but those are the 2 that stick out that I remember.
For me, I wanted to be a photographer. I wanted to be an archaeologist at one point because of Indiana Jones.
Great movie, by the way.
Yeah. I think I wanted to be a paleontologist at one time. I was really into like historical stuff like that. But the one that stuck out the most to me was, and hopefully down the road when I get my ducks in a line, is to be a nurse. When I was 11, I wrote down under what do you want to be when you grow up? I wrote nurse. And I still have that piece of paper in the garage, actually.
I've actually seen it, so it's really crazy.
What is your favorite holiday?
So favorite holiday definitely is Christmas. I know I brought it up in our first video, our introduction vlog, but yeah, I mean, just great memories with all of our family, and the thing that I look back on now is you don't really realize how special those occasions are until you're older and you appreciate it even more, because you appreciate the time that you had, but also things change. You know, you get married, you become a parent, you have your own kids, and you know, with your family, it just depends. For my family, that kind of stuff didn't happen again. It went as long as it could, and then, you know, we branched off. So
for me, my favorite holiday has to be Halloween, and that's because it's one day that you can dress up like anything in the world. You can dress up like a doctor, a cow. You can dress up like a princess or a superhero, and for that one night you can just be this persona that you can't be any other day. It's just one of those days where you can just, your imagination goes wild, and I think, plus the candy. Well, it's pretty good too.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the last film you watched?
It always changes, so as a parent, you know, me and Ashley will watch a TV show or a movie, of course, but not necessarily with the kids. Now, the last movie we saw as a family was Pixar's Onward that was on Disney+. And I don't want to give it away or anything, but it's about 2 brothers that go on a magical journey. I've always been a big fan of Disney movies, Pixar movies, and they definitely don't disappoint.
It's a really good movie. I would check it out. Like Jason said, it's on Disney+. And
yep.
It's really cute. The kids really enjoyed it. Do you like roller coasters?
I'm going to say yes and no, but really no. But so I'll ride all of the Disneyland roller coasters, Space Mountain, Thunder Mountain, Matterhorn. I love those.
Awesome.
But I won't ride the Magic Mountain rides or anything like that, those roller coasters. So really, my answer is really no. But I really love the Disneyland rides.
For me, I would have to say I used to like roller coasters a lot. I loved the adrenaline rush, the feeling of going down the steep drop. But now, being a mom and having kids, you really can't go on roller coasters, so I kind of like, they're pointless to me now.
Yeah, and a quick story about that is, as we learned, was when me and Ashley go to Disneyland, we'd ride anything we want, and we'd plan it out, get our fast passes, everything. But now, when we transitioned to being parents, we didn't even realize showing up to Disneyland, we're like, wait a minute, we can't get in line for Space Mountain. You know, we have a child now. And so it all changed for us, and it was just as good. It's just different because now we go on the Fantasyland rides, we go on Casey Jr., you know, we see the parades, we see the shows. So it's just different, but it's still awesome.
When is your birthday?
So my birthday is November 25th. It lands on Thanksgiving every 7 years.
Fun fact about me is my birthday is November 28th, and my birthday also lands on Thanksgiving every 7 years. Our birthdays are 3 days apart. And my birthday was actually on Thanksgiving last year. What are your interests?
Very broadly, I can say, I mean, as you can imagine, I love Disney. I grew up as, you know, going to Disneyland, Disney World, anything Disney, you know, Marvel, Pixar, you name it, if it's Disney. Star Wars, love Star Wars. And video games, grew up playing sports, you know, love basketball, baseball, soccer. My favorite sport's soccer. You know, obviously, you know, spending family time, but I can, you know, I love just picking up any sport, you know, any game, any video game, board games, you name it.
I love photography. I love to dance. Jason will find me sometimes just randomly trying to do the TikTok dances.
Yeah, she's a good dancer, so.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, pretty much all my interests are what he likes too. Where did we meet?
So technically we met online. We met on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny enough, we literally had a chance to literally look up what each other's interests were. You know, we looked at pictures way before we even met. So we had a chance just to look at all that stuff. Then we actually met on a blind date, which didn't even feel like a blind date to me because
we already knew everything.
Yeah, I mean, I read
about
everything on Facebook, on Instagram. You saw the pictures, the interests. So it was more of confirming than a blind date. More of confirming the information online already.
And we'll go into detail with that story in a different video. What is your favorite restaurant?
So, favorite restaurant, big shocker, it's Goofy's Kitchen. Which Goofy's Kitchen's actually not in Disneyland. It's by the Disneyland Hotel. Just a quick thing on Goofy's Kitchen. If you want to go, definitely book it online, Disneyland.com, and book it into the future. A lot of the times, the best times.
We usually go at book it for 5 o'clock.
Which has worked for us a lot.
Yeah, it's right when Goofy's Kitchen opens up for dinner. So they have certain times where they have breakfast buffet,
yep.
Lunch buffet, and dinner buffet. And we always do the dinner buffet at 5 p.m.
Goofy's Kitchen is a buffet, but they have all of the Disney characters that come around and interact with the kids. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. And the food is awesome. One of my favorite things to get there, and they change it up, but one of my favorite things is the s'mores pizza. Is insane. I love it.
It's delicious. Try it out. Let us know if you've ever been, what you like, what your favorite meal was at Goofy's Kitchen down in the description below. How long have we been together? We've been together for 6 years, coming up at the end of July, and we've been married for 4 years. What is your favorite video game?
Tough. I don't really have a favorite video game, but I started out, me and my brother, we started playing since the Nintendo era, and my dad and friends and things like that, but Star Wars games, sports games. I remember playing NBA Live, FIFA, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi from Nintendo, and then Super Mario Brothers. The list goes on and on from Nintendo all the way to PlayStation. I still love playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one from PlayStation 2.
Yeah. For me, I think my favorite one would have to be Mario Kart, especially because my uncle used to have the wheel to feel like you're actually driving the car, so that's a fun memory for me. What's your favorite type of junk food?
Goes on and on. So I grew up, we didn't really have a lot of junk food, so when we did get some, we just scarfed it down. I used to get Skittles all the time, Three Musketeers, Snickers, pretty much you name it, Mamba. Oh man, the Big League Chew, man, for baseball. The thing is that what I realized as a kid, my parents were trying to teach me that to not eat junk food all the time. And as an adult, I realized that is the right thing to do, because literally I'll have junk food in the house and I will eat it because I don't have the willpower not to eat it. And so my strategy has been for a very long time now is don't keep the junk food in the house, and that keeps me from eating it. And then when we go out, I have it, and it's great.
It's so bad that he can't have gum in the house either, because he'll literally eat the whole packet in one day.
Yeah.
Funny, because for me, I'm the polar opposite. I have a big willpower to where I'm not even about it.
She can. Crazy.
I literally have to hide it from him if I want something sweet to snack on in the week, even trail mix. I have to hide it because he'll literally pick out the M&Ms out of it. My favorite type of junk food is pretty much everything. I love German chocolate cake, Snickers, Twix, s'mores, pretty much anything that has chocolate in it. What was your first job?
So, my first job was, I was a host at a restaurant that was attached to a bowling alley. I always remember that. I remember that I was a host that greeted everyone coming in, but I also did the dishes and then served the food. It was great because I learned all about a restaurant at a young age, but as I got older, I realized that Those are separate jobs, so I was doing all those jobs. But it's okay because it was a small little restaurant and I was making money, and that's all I cared about. It was the first time I made money on my own. So, and then a special shout out to my friend who worked there before I did, who helped me get the job. You know who you are.
I worked at a bridal shop. I was a customer service representative. I did anything from A to Z. I restocked shelves. I was a host. I greeted all the customers that came in, gave the brides their bridal packets. When the salespeople were too busy, I bring them out.
It's pretty much A to Z.
A to Z, really. And I really enjoyed it. I worked there for 2 years, and I really enjoy anything weddings.
Exactly.
I watch Say Yes to the Dress and Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings. If you go on Disney Plus, go check it out because it is so cute. It's magical. It's crazy what they do for these couples, and it's just awesome. What is your favorite animal?
I don't think I have a favorite animal just because I like a lot of different animals. I grew up with 2 dogs and a cat. I really like sea lions, seals, dolphins, otters.
For me, I do like a lot of different animals, but I love giraffes. I live and breathe and sleep giraffes. For me, the reason why I like giraffes is because I think one of my trips to zoo when I was in kindergarten, that was the first encounter with a giraffe, and her name was Jamina. She was born with a crooked neck, and she was just a beautiful creature. And I do also like sloths too. Now we're gonna segue into a couple of questions that you guys have been asking us on social media. I loved your meal prep videos. Can you do more? And how many days do you prep in advance for it? Thank you for watching it. I'm glad that you like it. And of course, we will definitely make some more meal prep videos. We love sharing our recipes and everything. And for that, we usually prepare the ingredients by getting them at the grocery store. Yeah. We make a list of what we need to order. Right now, since we've been in quarantine, we've been doing Instacart for Sprouts, a Walmart pickup, and they're awesome. We get all the groceries once every 2 weeks. We meal prep 2 times a week. So we usually meal prep on Sunday and on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how much food we have left and what it is. For instance, if we were cooking salmon, we'd probably do it on Wednesday because salmon doesn't stay fresh. And if you want to see any more, we will definitely put the link to that video in the description below. Next question. How do you keep your house clean? Do you follow a schedule for certain things, daily, weekly, or monthly? Maybe make a video. We would definitely make a video on that.
Yeah.
We usually just maintain it. We usually clean as we go. And that's a new thing that we are instilling in the kids is when they get one thing out before they play with something else, they get a new thing out. And it's a learning process for us, and
hasn't always worked.
Especially Annie, because Annie is feisty and doesn't really want to pick up her toys. But it definitely saves us time, energy. It really helps our mental health too, because we're not worrying about if the house is clean. And it's just having a cluttered mess just makes us feel very overwhelmed, and the house is clean.
Growing up to now is, as a kid, I feel like I learned a lot about how to be clean and be organized. And what I mean is that I made the opposite decisions. So, everything was a mess, couldn't find anything, and it always took a long time to find anything. I was like, couldn't find my favorite glove or like a video game, just like piled up somewhere, my clothes on my bed, like washed, but yet I'm sleeping on them. Anyway, I just learned by making all the mistakes. And then now, as an adult, as a parent, I realize the value of being organized. And Ashley's right, you don't want to walk in on top of everything else that's going on into your house or into any room that's just a mess, because that's just one more thing you got to do. I mean, we do have a schedule too, like, schedule for the bathrooms, your cleaning, deep cleaning, that kind of stuff.
We will definitely go over that in another video. Okay, and last question, and this one's a funny one. That Jason guy, what's his secret to looking so good?
Thank you for that. I really concentrate on health and fitness. It is a hobby of mine. I love to look into health food and recipes and things like that, and then love working out. For me, at the end of the day, I want to be healthy for my kids so I can be there for them and run around with them and be around as long as possible, and that starts with health. I think that has a lot to do with it. So
I don't have any complaints. With that note, I think we are going to end this vlog.
Yeah, I mean, if you have any questions on anything that we discussed or any other video, always reach out. on any social media platform or in the comments below on these videos. Anything we talked about today, definitely let us know, because we like to hear from you.
And we like your honest feedback and everything like that. But on that note, remember, family, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, become a part of the family. Until then, have a family-filled day, and we'll talk to you in our next video. See you later.
All right, see ya.